I found myself standing by a quiet river, not far from the city's hum, but just far enough for the sounds to melt away into the gentle rush of water. It was a crisp morning, and the air carried the scent of damp earth and distant wood smoke. As I watched the currents twist and churn, then smooth out as they flowed onward, a profound sense of peace settled over me. Yet alongside that peace, there was an undeniable awareness of constant movement, of something endlessly dissolving and reforming. It was in moments like these, contemplating the natural world, that I often found myself asking, why did the ancient Stoics, those philosophers so deeply concerned with inner virtue, reason, and self-control, also dedicate so much of their thought to the study of nature? It might seem counterintuitive at first glance. We often associate Stoicism with the unshakable mind, with indifference to external events. Yet for them, nature was not merely a backdrop to human existence, it was a profound teacher, a living blueprint for truth itself. They believed that by understanding nature's patterns, we could better understand our own place within the vast cosmic order, and in doing so, align our lives with universal harmony. So, let's explore some of the fundamental lessons the Stoics derived from the natural world, lessons that remain as vital today as they were millennia ago. The first and perhaps most immediate lesson the river taught me, and what nature constantly impresses upon us, is the principle of impermanence. Nothing in nature stands still. The seasons turn, day follows night, leaves bud, flourish, and fall. Rivers flow, mountains erode, stars are born and die. Everything is in a state of flux. This isn't a lesson in despair, but a profound invitation to acceptance. For the Stoics, observing this constant change taught them the futility of clinging to what cannot last. It wasn't about being emotionless, but about acknowledging reality. When we understand that everything, including our joys, our sorrows, our possessions, even our physical bodies, is impermanent, we cultivate a deep resilience. We learn to appreciate the present moment more fully, knowing it is fleeting. We learn to release our grip on what is departing and embrace what is arriving, flowing with the current of life rather than resisting it. This acceptance of change liberates us from the suffering that arises from attachment and resistance. Beyond impermanence, nature also reveals the intricate web of interdependence. Look around you. No creature, no plant, no element exists in isolation. The tree relies on the soil, the sun, and the rain. The fox relies on its prey. The river shapes the land, which in turn influences the flow of water. Every part of an ecosystem is connected, influencing and being influenced by every other part. For the Stoics, this observation extended beyond the physical world to the human sphere. We are not solitary islands. We are part of a larger community, a global society, indeed a universal brotherhood. This understanding fosters empathy and a sense of responsibility. When we see ourselves as integral, interconnected parts of a vast whole, our actions take on greater meaning. We recognize that harming one part of the web, whether it be another person or the environment, ultimately harms ourselves. It cultivates a broader sense of justice and compassion, prompting us to act in ways that benefit the collective good, not just our individual desires. Finally, and perhaps most profoundly for the Stoics, nature reveals a pervasive harmony and rational order. Despite its constant change and intricate interconnections, the natural world operates with an astonishing, beautiful logic. From the precise orbits of planets to the elegant spiral of a seashell, from the predictable cycles of growth and decay to the fundamental laws governing physics, there is an underlying structure, a cosmic reason. The Stoics called this guiding principle logos, the rational, divine principle that permeates and orders the entire universe. By observing this inherent order in nature, they sought to align their own lives with it. Living in accordance with nature meant living in accordance with reason, with virtue, and with the understanding that the universe, despite its challenges, is fundamentally rational and good. It meant accepting what is beyond our control with equanimity and focusing our energy on what we can control: our judgments, our actions, and our character. This alignment brings a profound inner peace, a sense that we are not adrift in chaos, but part of a grand, purposeful design. So, for the Stoics, studying nature wasn't an academic exercise, it was a spiritual practice, a profound path to wisdom and tranquility. It offered a mirror reflecting the truths of impermanence, interdependence, and harmony. By observing these patterns in the world around them, they found a blueprint for living a life of virtue, resilience, and deep connection, a life aligned with the universal order itself. Perhaps then, the next time you find yourself in nature, take a moment to pause. Whether it's the gentle rustle of leaves, the relentless march of waves, or the quiet steadfastness of an old tree, ask yourself, what truth is nature revealing to me today? How can I better align my own life with this timeless wisdom? If this conversation resonated with you, I would love to hear your thoughts. What insights have you gained from simply observing the natural world? Please feel free to share your reflections in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this discussion, consider subscribing or following for more explorations into philosophy for a better life. Thank you for listening.